him on a check. Not checkmate, but he has him on a check. As President Biden came out and challenged Trump to a debate, not one but two debates, where microphones are cut and there's no audience, and Jake Tapper moderates it, or Dana Bash. How do those guys get that gig? They're no good at that. They're not actually
they were handpicked by the Biden campaign.
So Trump has a pare. He has a pare. And I think this is a very good one. And I think if I was President Biden, I would be nervous.
And the word is that I'm 2 points up. I don't know if that's good or bad. How are you 2 points up to Biden? He can't talk. He can't walk. Can't find his way off a stage. Can't put two sentences together. Although he has agreed to debate, so I don't know. Maybe they know something. He's going to be so jacked up for those debates you watch.
Dude, has he been listening to our show with his jacked up? I mean, come on. We've been saying the word jacked up for a long time. Suspicious.
Yeah, maybe one of his writers.
Yeah.
He's going to be so jacked up for those debates you watch. I just want to debate this guy, but, and I'm going to demand a drug test too, by the way. I am. No, I really am. Him coming in like the State of the Union. He was high as a kite. I said, is that Joe up there? A beautiful robe? And by the end of the evening, he's like, well, he was exhausted, right? No, we're going to demand a drug test. But Fake Tapper and these people, they're going to be fine. They're going to be fair. I think they're going to be fair. And if they're not, you have to deal with it, right? You have to deal with it. He's all about disinformation. Pilots come in. He said, I used to fly a plane. Truckers come in. I used to drive a truck. People come in from Minnesota. I used to live in Minnesota. Right? He is so full of this guy. Terrible.
I think that's a great challenge. No, I'm demanding a drug test. Because if Biden says no, then, you're jacked up. And you'll just sit there the whole time. And everyone will be thinking Joe's jacked up.
He will be jacked up.
He has to be. He has to be. There's this pretty cool video, which does not work in audio only, of Biden a year ago and Biden today. It's basically jacked up Joe versus regular Joe.
Yeah.
Side by side. Oh, man, it's two different dudes.
Nah, there may be three of them.
Well, there's two different dudes, and then there's the guy with the mask. Or they all have masks. I don't know.
It's hard to say. And then there's the bug-eyed Joe and the squinty-eyed Joe and the slurring Joe. There's a bunch of these. I don't know what the deal is. How do they find these people?
And people have a hard time believing it. But the mask thing is real. I mean, there's real masks that will fool you, will fool anybody. And that has to be.
No, there have been. In fact, that the makeup artist, CIA makeup artist, talked about this.
The disguise artist.
And she mentioned that the old Mission Impossible that used to be on TV, what was that, in the late 70s?
Earlier.
They were using these masks. I mean, they were showing the fact that they had these masks. They weren't really using anything. They were just, pulling off something. But she implied that the technology was available back then during that show. That's why they were kind of discussing it on the show. And I'm guessing, unimaginable how advanced it's gotten since then, where you can go out and look like somebody else very easily. So, what are you going to do? Either that or AI.
I think Trump should reach over and rip the mask off. And if
they won't be near each other.
And it will be even funnier if it's not a mask. It'll still be hilarious.
Yeah, especially if he rips his face off. That would be something.
Speaking of masks,